Greetings. I am Legacy Moon, and this is True Crime and Mysteries. Welcome back, my current subscribers. Welcome to all of you who are here visiting me for the first time. And welcome back to those of you who have been here before and coming back for a little bit more. Well, let's get right down to it. If you've read the thumbnail, you read correctly. It appears that Nesto has been upgraded to a Rico, something that a lot of us felt were coming. And as far as I'm concerned, he knew, because there was a phone call maybe about 2 months ago. If you're not a member of Phone Calls from Prison's Patreon, you might not have heard it. But there is a call with Nesto and Dion. And Nesto knew at that time that they were looking at him for Rico. And now Rico is officially here. If you would like to see a full explanation and breakdown of all of this, you can go visit Pam Esquire, the Law Intellect. But she is on here letting us know that he has been charged with bigamy. I don't recall her saying how many counts, but the date that they have is January 9th, 2015. So I am assuming that that is probably the day he and Shirley got married. So that's an added charge right there. And then, of course, all of his theft by takings are still there. Identity fraud cases, filing false documents. I don't know that I was aware of that charge, but it's like 39 counts of all of his stuff together. The Rico, now this is what I found interesting. The Rico case, the date that they have down for that is 12/1/2009. So while his cheerleaders are rallying around and saying, and especially his coach saying that, these crimes happened when he was in his 20s and we keep holding his crimes against him. Well, he was not in his 20s in 2009. He probably wished he was in his 20s, but he wasn't. So I'm curious about a few things. Number one, is this why he was sounding real desperate last night during his interview with the lady over there? And, because he did, there was a desperation in his voice. But, sometimes it's hard to tell. Is that desperation or him trying to be quick with the wit of lying that he does? And I wonder what, his prayer partner, who consistently spoke about the injustices being done to him, I wonder if she is aware of this and what her thoughts on this subject is, as well as his coach, Or is it, okay, now some of these charges are going way back. Is she still trying to say Roswell did all this? Are they still going to try to hang their hats on Detective Fields, who they claim got promoted off of his crimes? This is going to be an interesting evening. I can't wait. But what I'm going to do now is take a nap after I post this. And, so if you want to know more about that interview, go over to, Pam, the Law Intellect. Also, I don't think I mentioned this in the last video or two that I did. Someone told me in the comments about the Innocence Project in Ohio, which I did mention that, Sonia said she used to work for the Innocence Project. So, after I was done recording and uploading, I Googled it because I just had to know. And I learned some things, one of which is you can't just walk in and work for the Innocence Project, and they don't just hire anybody, off the street. You have to have some type of law, paralegal, something. And this is something I'm adding. They didn't say it, but I'm saying it. She's a criminal. I don't think that they would have someone who has been found guilty and served time in jail as part of the Innocence Project. So I wanted to let you guys in on that because, I knew it was, I'm not even going to say fabricated. It was a flat out lie. And she said Cleveland, Ohio, which another thing I learned when I Googled was that the Innocence Project is in Cincinnati. It's not like there's a Innocence Project in every city, and that's probably what she thinks because she has no knowledge. After all, she's only a court recorder school dropout. And, so she probably doesn't know that they're not just everywhere, one on every corner. And I still say, if she worked for an attorney before, it was answering the phone or she was working off a bill that she owed the attorney. I just flat out. This lady has no couth, no etiquette or knowledge. I know she likes to always talk about these scripts she's writing, like the one she needs to write for Shirley and the one she needs to write for Hannah and the one she needs to write for Nesto. I know she talks a good game, but she just has nothing but facts pulled out of the air to even prove the points that she is trying to make. So yeah, no, but I thought I would mention that. But I just can't wait to see what this evening holds and if Nesto is going to do part 2 of his 3-part interview. And did he know this when he did the interview last night? So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. And I'm going to go take my nap and prepare myself for the evening. Now, if you are not subscribed to me, you might want to go ahead and get on board. And please, please, please make sure you thumbs up the video. See you in the next one. P.S. Shouldn't it occur to Nesto that every time his prayer partner sends a prayer up, bad news trickles back down? I'm just saying.